welcome to A Reason to Talk with Chris Reason. I am back with another damn customer service story episode. I have way too many of these to fucking do. I have way too many stories, I should say. I don't know if you guys are enjoying these or not, but if you do, follow us on Spotify, tweet me at the Chris Reason. The Chris Reason. Go to my YouTube channel, Chris Reason Network. Send me a comment to Facebook page of Chris Reason Network as well. Let me know. There's a lot of these damn stories that I got about these people. Everyone is a fucking Karen and a Ken to an extent. Working in customer service really shows how fucking stupid people can be, even in the simplest fucking things. Let's hear from today's sponsor. Do you need a boost of that energy? Are you going to the gym, trying to wake up for work, or even are you trying to get into some serious hours of gaming done? Well, I have your answer. That's W Energy. Get your jittlerless fix of an energy boost, the Galaxy Grenade, and multiple other flavors. Use the promo code CRN10 to get 10% off your order today. Visit w.gg/discount/CRN10. That's dubb.gg/discount/CRN10. All right. First story of today. Guy comes into the store to buy some stuff. I just got to the store, started my shift, and just opened my drawer. We're in the middle of a shift change, so someone else is taking down their drawer, and they just opened their drawer as well. Mind you, there was less than $100 in the drawer when we start our shift. He came up with a few items and asked for a single pack of cigarettes. His total came to about $14, something like that. Tried to give me a $100 bill right away. I told him, I'm sorry, I don't have change. I just opened my drawer. If I took that 100, I would have no money in my damn drawer at all. So nobody could do anything with cash to get change unless they're paying exact change, which nobody fucking does usually. He asked me if the other employee and the other register had enough change, and I said no. He just opened his drawer as well. We are on a shift change, so no one has enough money to change out a $100 bill. He grabbed his debit card and asked if I'm going to pay his overdraft fee. Dude, I wasn't going to be a fucking asshole until you be an asshole about it, because that's where I turned it into an asshole. If you're going to be an asshole to me, I'm going to be an asshole right back. I replied with, it's not my fault you don't have money in your debit card. I'm not going to pay your damn overdraft fee. Next time, don't get big bills or go to a bank. He left without paying for anything, so I put the cigarettes back and put the stuff he grabbed to the side so they were out of the way. He waited, and he came back in, waited until the other employee was ready, even though I didn't have anyone in my line, and checked out with him using his debit card. So moral of the story, don't be a fucking asshole unless you are okay with the person you're being an asshole to do the exact same back. One of the things that I hate is that I work 56 hours a week at least at the gas station I work at. That's not that bad. I worked for the company for about 8 years or so. This customer sees me at least 4 times a week and gets the same damn cigarettes every time. There are Lucky Strikes Menthol Silver 100s. Every time he goes, I want these, and then takes an empty box and shoves it in my face. Dude, I told him he needs to stop doing that. I know use your damn words like an adult. I know what cigarettes are. You could literally just say the fucking cigarettes. If I need to know what pack of cigarettes what they look like, I'll ask to see what the pack of cigarettes look like. Jackass. I was working at this other location, same gas station, different store. It is about 4:30 or 5 in the morning, and the guy's trying to use the ATM in the back of the store. I apologize in advance if I have told this story before. I'm not 100% sure. The ATM is in our gas station, but it's not owned by us. It's by a bank. So if anyone ever has problems with it, they have to call the number on the ATM. I can't give money out or anything like that because it's not our ATM. So no money comes from the drawer if something happens. This guy says the ATM took his money that he was trying to get out, and it was $300. That ATM doesn't take deposits. So if you're somehow not paying enough attention to long enough to grab your money, which if you're a common sense of a fucking person, you are looking at where the money comes out to grab the money right away when you use an ATM. I said, I'm not giving you any money from the drawer. It isn't our ATM as the bank logo shows on the ATM. You need to call the number on the machine to make sure nothing happened. That way it doesn't just randomly say $300 are taken out and you'd be refunded back. Also, you're not paying attention to get your money out of the ATM, and you have to be definitely not paying attention for that money to randomly go back because you can't deposit money at the ATM. Fucking long time to go back. He goes up to me and then my boss who was there and tells us we have to give the money and starts arguing with us. I was about to call the cops, and he got into my boss's face and said it again. And then he tells the dude that we can't do anything because of it, like I have been saying the whole time. Like my boss is telling me, literally, I just told him we can't do anything. And then the guy tries to tell us that he's more important than us, and that we have to work our minimum wage jobs. I can guarantee you that this job that I've worked at, I've never been minimum wage, ever. It's been way more than that. I just thought this guy was an idiot. And then tells us he's a recovering heroin addict. What the fuck does that have to do anything? Who gives a shit if you're a recovering heroin addict? You're still a fucking moron. He ended up leaving when I was about to call the cops, so I never called the cops. But how dumb, why would you bring that up? I mean, I get it, you're pissed, but why would you give up, or bring up the fact that you're a recovering heroin addict, because you didn't get your money out of the ATM? Who cares? So this was interesting. I was working a normal shift, and a guy who was completely pumping gas, who's currently pumping gas, pressed the help button. I usually ignore it because half the time they're trying to mute the TV on the screen out there. Which, if there'd be a mute button, it would say mute. Anyways, I looked outside, and he somehow got the pump stuck in his gas tank. Now, I imagine if our diesel nozzles, which this pump isn't a diesel pump, there's bigger ones for the trucks and bigger tank ones that have it, and there's smaller ones for cars and whatever, so you can get it in there. How the fuck do you get a nozzle stuck in your tank, like a regular gas nozzle stuck in your tank? You really had to fucking turn that shit upside down, backwards, and whatever just to get a fucking gas nozzle stuck in your gas tank. Who the hell does that? I love when customers ask for a bag for their purchase items and all they have is a single pack of cigarettes. Like, do you not have hands or a fucking pocket? It's one pack of cigarettes. It's the same size of a fucking deck of cards in a box. You don't need a bag. If you wanted a bag for garbage, or you could just have said so, I would have given you one. But, like, you asked for something small? Like, why the hell do you need a bag? It's even funnier. I had a bag. Someone asked me for a bag, and all they bought was a single lottery ticket. It's a piece of paper, for fuck's sake. Like, really, motherfucker? You need a fucking bag for a piece of fucking paper? Like, idiots. Put it in your pocket. One of the things that drives me fucking nuts the most is when people bring me crumpled up money. Do you even know how much money is there? I've had so many people that give me money that's crumpled up and don't even know how much it fucking is. Get a fucking wallet. Like, holy shit. Then I spend way too much time trying to uncrumple the money to figure out how much is fucking here. Like, I want this on pump 11. You don't even know what this is. You do not know how much money this fucking is, and you're giving me this shit. Get a fucking wallet. One of the things the customers love to say because they believe it's funny, and I just put a fake smile every time on my face when they say it, don't work too hard. Bitch, if I didn't work this hard, this place would be a fucking shithole with a garbage everywhere, and the floor would be covered in disgusting footprints from everything that a customer's ever stepped in. Jackass. I know you're just saying it to be like, oh, friendly. Yeah, you would not know how to run this place. I had a customer come in, and I was cleaning the men's room at the time. I didn't get to the women's yet, but he needed to use the bathroom. So I'm like, I didn't mind if they used women's bathroom while I was cleaning. It's a single stall bathroom. Bathroom to bathroom. They're both going to be clean either way because I haven't cleaned the women's one yet. I finished the men's bathroom about 5 minutes after saying he could use that one, and he was still in the women's. I started knocking on the door, and he didn't say anything, which I absolutely hate when people just don't answer when you knock on the door to a single stall bathroom, to even just say that it's occupied or that you'll be out in a minute. Say something. That I know you're in there, or someone didn't lock the bathroom behind them on accident and like push the button and then close the door, so now I'm gonna like figure out if there's anybody in there. 15 minutes go by, and I finally am able to clean the bathroom. I go in there and see an orange peel on the ground, partially in the garbage, and for some reason behind the toilet. This motherfucker decided to grab a fucking orange and steal it from our fruit stand, never paid for it, and eat the thing in the women's bathroom without paying for it. How fucking gross do you have to be sitting in a toilet? I don't even care if your pants are on or not, but you're sitting in a fucking toilet in a public restroom eating a fucking orange. I mean, on the plus side, when I was cleaning it, it smelled all citrusy in there, like I used some like weird cleaner, but other than that, who the fuck eats an orange in the bathroom of a gas station? Who the fuck does that? On the credit card readers, every once in a while, it might not recognize or read your card properly. On our machines, it will say chip malfunction, and please remove the card. A customer will just say it says remove the card, and I tell them, yeah, to put the card back in and to try it again. The message on the credit card reader will not clear until you put your card in again and to see if it works this time. The customer just repeats himself saying, it says remove card. I clearly said put the card back in or it won't clear unless you do. Like, how fucking deaf are you? Put the card in. It says please remove. Put the damn card in. A customer's put their credit card in the machine once it was done, it will say remove card too. And I beep at the customer when it's done. It said 7 times, I said 7 times, that they could remove their card, and they just stared at the machine. They said, oh, I didn't realize they could take it out. It's fucking beeping at you, clearly says remove card, and you're staring at it, and I literally tell you loud enough to take your damn card out the fucking machine. I was working one night, and we were about to close. We were getting rid of some of the we were getting some of the doors ready and locked, so we had one door open, so not many people could come in all at the same time in case something weird fucking happens. This person parks parallel with the store in a loading zone. Mind you, that looks sketchy as hell because a lot of times people do anything, steal or whatever, just fucking anything, they will park there. Not in a spot, but in the loading zone. Hell, another reason I don't want people to park there is because one night someone drove into my store through the window and they drove in the same area where they were parked. So their car would potentially get fucked up and damaged because someone was an idiot and drove into my store. So I definitely don't want people parked there. Plus, it blocks my view. So if anybody wants to pump gas and I can't see what pump they're on because your fucking car's in the way, how dumb are you and ungrateful are you? Anyways, there's the customer that comes in was not driving. It's like 7 minutes until we close. And the other person working with me is standing by the door and locks it so we can let a certain amount of people in so that not a shit ton of people come in, right? And we get rushed and be like, all right, cool, but now nobody can come in. It's 10 o'clock. We have to close, and we just let them out, whatever. This customer's done buying their stuff, and as she finishes, I'm like, hey, just an FYI, future reference or next time you come in, you're not allowed to park in their loading zone. I'm like, I said it like calmly like that. Her response was that I was racist and she wasn't driving. Doesn't matter who the fuck is driving. You can't park in a loading zone. If I was the passenger in the passenger seat getting out or dropped off to go buy something quick, I would tell the driver, hey, we can't park here. We need to move. This is a safety loading zone. It's not a spot. You have to move. Who fucking cares? You're coming in and being all fucking jackass high and mighty because you parked there and you get fucking service. Go fucking, there's literally a spot right next to you. Don't park parallel with the fucking store. There's a spot right fucking there. One of the things that drives me nuts is when customers come in the phone and yelling at the person they are talking to on the phone, but when they are on speakerphone, so the person's even fucking louder than they should be, you're making yourself look a fucking crazy person because coming into a gas station yelling at your phone while on speaker, there's like 3 other people in the store and we all stared at her. Like, why the fuck are you arguing with somebody on the phone on speaker? We can hear what the fuck you're talking about. Take your shit outside. Nobody cares who the fuck you're talking to or why you're arguing. It just looks like you're a fucking maniac. The funnier part is she came up to the register, wanted to buy cigarettes, and she couldn't figure out how to use Cash App on her phone. I'm like, you got to put it on Apple Pay. You can't just use Cash App and tap. It doesn't work that way. You got to put it on Apple Pay or Samsung Pay or Google Pay, whatever you have. She's like, that's not how it works. I'm like, yes, that's how it works because that's how I have too. You have to put it on there to do the tap. And then she couldn't figure it out, so she just left. And I'm like, what the fuck, you moron? I know this is a lot, and I said a lot of these kind of fast, but the last story for today's episode of the show. Customer comes in and asks if we take food stamps. I said, yes, we do. Then they start walking towards the bathroom to go to the bathroom that has a huge sign that says restrooms, and in Spanish, the same thing. And you can see the symbol of the stick figure people for the bathrooms. And they asked if the bathroom's in this corner where they're walking. I said, no, that's the kitchen. You make yourself look like a fucking moron when the sign's right in front of your face. Like, it'd been hilarious if they believed me and I said it was a kitchen. Fucking dumbass. Do you have a bathroom in here? No, I just shit on the floor. Anyways, thanks for listening to Terry's episode of Reason Talk with me ranting with Chris Reason. For other content, check out my YouTube channel, Chris Reason Network. We will be uploading videos of video games, wrestling, movies, music, video recordings of the podcast, and much, much more on there. Follow us on Spotify to keep up with every new episode that airs. Every episode of Reason Talk with Chris Reason airs every Wednesday and Saturday. Videos on YouTube on the Chris Reason Network channel also air Wednesdays and Saturdays, both at noon. Keep on listening and stay tuned for more customer service stories to come. You crazy bastards.